Welcome back, class 12. In today's class, I will explain the various kinds of essays, that means compositions, which are set in your examination. We will have a discussion so that you have an idea of what type of essays come and in what type you are comfortable in. So you must have seen a specimen question. Question 1. It has got 6 types of compositions. You have to write a composition in approximately 400 to 450 words on any one of the following subjects. So, marks allotted in this question is 25 marks. That means out of 100, 25 marks allotted in this question. So basically, descriptive, narrative, argumentative, expository, reflective, short stories. These types of essays, basically are set in your paper. If you attempt descriptive and or narrative, in both the cases, you have to have a superb command over the language. So let us discuss what is descriptive essay. These topics test a student's ability to create a pen picture, how you can describe. To draw a clear picture, it might be of a person, place, or event for the reader as the writer visualizes it with the help of appropriate vocabulary and syntax. It is tough because, in this type of essay, if you have an excellent command over the language, you can write. You have to use choicest words. You have to draw a pen picture. Drawing a pen picture means describing something with the help of words. It's a very interesting thing, Why? Because by reading your essay, the reader will be able to see the situation, see the place. It will be such a beautiful description. Descriptive essays demand a very careful and sensitive treatment of the matter. Attention to minute as well as significant details is necessary in order to attract the attention of the reader. In order to attract the attention of the reader, you have to write the minute details. A vibrant and lively description is needed. The description should be vibrant and lively. Dull, uninteresting one, the readers will not read. You have to make it so that he has to complete what you have written. Understood? But a word of caution, the descriptive topics can become very boring, okay, if you lose the focus from the topic. If you go beating around the bush, people will not be interested to read. Clear? Okay. Second is narrative essay. Narrative essays, this is generally a first-person narrative where a student is expected to narrate a particular event within the circle of his or her experience from his or her point of view. What is narration? Narration means you are narrating a particular incident or a particular event from your point of view. From your point of view, what is your experience you have to say? You have to narrate. A narrative must have a sequence, a general forward progression. A flashback technique can also be used occasionally to make the narrative more interesting, but care should be taken to avoid doing this too many times, as going backward and forward in time sequence frequently might create confusion in the minds of the reader. You can use flashback, but once or twice. See, you are students. If you are an authority in writing, you can use flashback techniques, then you can come to the current present, then you can go at the flashback. But you have to be very careful not to overuse it. And in narrative essay also, you have to be very vibrant in what you are saying. Okay. My personal favorite is the next is argumentative. Argumentative. That means you have to argue. An argumentative composition is generally a debatable topic where you have to debate. A topic is given, you have to debate for or against. Either you have to debate for or against a topic. It is necessary for the student to express his or her opinion regarding the controversial subject, so clear, logical, and coherent thinking is necessary. You cannot switch. If you write for the topic, you have to write for the topic giving reasons why. If you write against the topic, you have to narrate why you are going against the topic. In both the cases, you have to be very clear on your stand. Why are you taking that particular stand? It is basically, to me, the easiest. Because you choose a topic which is argumentative. For example, lavish celebration of festivals in a poor country like India is a sheer wastage of funds and resources. Obviously, if you think it is true, go for the topic. If you think no, why festivals also should be celebrated when nothing is stopping, we are not stopping anything. Festivals are not the only thing where lavishly people spend money. They also spend money in marriages, birthdays. Why we will be stopping our festivals? If you think it is a solid point, you can go against the topic also. So basically, it is very clear. It's a clear-cut demarcation for or against. Now comes expository composition. This is a very formal, serious, that one word. You will find that in your essay, one word is given, like sacrifice, heroism, prejudice, one word. These are expository compositions. Why? It's a formal, serious essay which asks the candidate to describe all he or she knows about the topic, which is expressed in one word or phrase. Okay. These are factual essays and require an in-depth and comprehensive knowledge about the subject. You cannot beat around the bush. You have to know the subject in a very comprehensive manner. You have to write it properly, thoroughly. Thorough knowledge should be there. So like heroism. What do you mean by heroism? What according to you is heroism? Who is a hero? What qualities should heroes should have? One or two incidents. Who is a national hero? Who is a hero in the movie? Is a hero person acting, or a hero who sacrifices his or her life for the country is a hero, or the army, they are the hero. So what is heroism to you? Okay, so it's a very interesting way. It's interesting if you can attempt it. Then comes reflective. In a reflective essay, a student is expected to express his or her feelings, views, and thoughts and opinions about a given topic. it is this type of essay is one of the most difficult to write well, because it is very easy to stray from the main topic, to move away from the main topic. Reflective essay is one which requires proper organization so that it does not degenerate into a meaningless or a rambling collection of words and sentences. You can degenerate from the main topic also. So you have to stick to your point, you have to stick to your topic. For example, students' agitation, disturbance, and police atrocities has a long history, not only in the Indian subcontinent but also all over the world. Give your views. So you have to give examples. Student agitations and police atrocities all over the world, you have to give example. All over India, you have to give examples also. And what is your view regarding this? Okay. Next comes short stories. Short story is usually concerned with a single effect conveyed in only one or a few significant episodes or scenes. There has to be a protagonist, assistance, there has to be originality, there has to be a title, there has to be a plot, character, dialogue, setting, then beginning, end. There has to be a proper plot. Along with the plot, the story should grow. Climax, anticlimax, dialogues. So you have to be an expert, and most importantly, you just cannot copy paste a story you read somewhere. It has to be original. People will understand. Teachers, those who will correct your papers, will understand. So this is basically a description of various types of compositions. All the compositions, when you go through, might look the same to you, but no. Each composition is a specific type of composition. You have to know that type, and your approach should be according to that. It is not that, one is given, if I cannot do this, I will do this. If I cannot do this, I will do that. But you should know what you are attempting, what type of essay. Is it a reflective essay? Is it a descriptive essay? Narrative essay? Expository essay? Argumentative essay? Is it short story? What type of essay am I going to attempt? Just because the topic of the essay is known to me, let me attempt. It is not like that. You should know accordingly. That is why I took your class today, to explain what are the various types of essays that that is asked in your examination, and accordingly your approach should be like that. You all have your grammar books. My suggestion is, practice writing essays every week. Minimum 2 essays you have to write, because if you don't practice, the freeness of your writing will not come. On the day of the examination, if you go and think, this is English paper 1 essays we can manage, there's nothing known as we can manage. You cannot manage anything. English paper 1 writing is nothing that you can manage. You have to practice. Practice makes perfect. So if you don't practice how to write essay, you will never be able to write it properly. I hope you have understood this class. I hope that you have understood what different types of compositions are asked in your examination. We'll continue it in the next class. That is all for today. Thank you.